Okay, everybody, here we go. My name is Colin Wilcox with Extraordinary Concepts. I am your AI agent. And what is an AI agent? Is it artificial intelligence? A little bit, but mainly I am your applied innovation guy. So we're going to be applying innovation into a lot of different things. So today's topic is, should I be doing a mug club? I would have to say right off the bat, yes. A lot of restaurants, there's not everybody can do a mug club, especially if you don't have any mugs. If you don't have any mugs, you can't do a mug club. It's not a pint club, it's a mug club. And reasons why I should do a mug club. I always find it nice and pretty important if you can offer your customers ownership of your restaurant. What do I mean about ownership with a restaurant? Is I was just thinking of that one thing. And sort of the thing I was just thinking of actually ties into what I'm about to just say. The thing I was thinking of is that I am powered by AE. And what is AE is authentic expression. I'm not editing, so I'm sorry, guys, if you just already clicked out. That's it. I'm not editing. I'm going to just go for it. I'm going live. I'm just going to talk to you. I'm going to get up. I'm going to go to the whiteboard. We're going to write things on the whiteboard. I'm going to come back and sit down. And all that experience and all the things that I mess up or don't mess up, I hope you stick around. It can be entertaining. It can be very informative. I'm going to try to do everything to keep it from being boring. I'm 57 years old and I'm trying to figure all this kind of stuff out, this digital world. And, I have 40 plus years of experience in the hospitality industry, from nightclubs to inventions to world records to all kinds of crazy things. So I'm trying to figure out how to use this, which is a soundboard. There's cameras, there's lighting, all that stuff. Anyway, so if I still haven't lost you, thank you very much to both of you for sticking around. Hopefully there's more than two. But we're going to talk about mug clubs and guest experiences. It's important to build a community into your restaurant. And one way to do that is to give your patrons ownership. And ownership means when they come into the space, say, hey, that's my mug. Yeah, can I have my mug? And they feel special. They feel like, that place is a part of them. And we're going to talk about on the board, we're going to talk about the right ways and the wrong ways and on how to do a mug club. So why don't I do that now? I'm going to, hopefully I don't lose you and mess up, but I'm going to go over to the whiteboard and we're going to go talk about stuff. So let me light that up. I'll walk over there and we'll sort of see how this whole thing plays out. But hopefully I don't mess things up too bad. Okay. Well, actually, I almost messed up. See, what I was going to do is I was going to get up and walk there, and you would have seen me way over there talking to the whiteboard in the bright light. But I do have a button and a camera. If I switch cameras like this, now you'll be able to see me better when I get over there. Okay, so I'll be right over. Here I come, here I come. Here I am, everybody. That didn't take too long, did it? Nowadays, everybody needs 3 seconds. You have to get it done. And I don't even think it took me 3 seconds to get over here. So hopefully you didn't click out. So, what we're going to talk about here, let me get this marker. And eventually, I'll get other equipment. I've just been buying so much equipment and I really don't know how to use it. But there's a lavalier mic that I could get, and I don't need the whole mic. But mug club. Okay, it's very simple. What does a mug club mean? Mug club is when people have mugs and you're in a club. And I think the reason it mainly kind of was attracted because it rhymes, mug club. It doesn't even rhyme, but it kind of just flows off the tongue. It's important when you do a promotion to have some kind of gimmick name. Anyway, let me just tell you about my mug club, the way we did it. Let me just put this like that so I can talk to you straight at the camera. So the way we did the mug club for some reason, I don't know. I mean, I thought I invented the mug club. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but it's probably 20 years or so that I've been doing the mug club. Anyway, the way we did it, patrons would come in, and it was important for me to display mugs before I actually did it. So then customers would actually say, hey, what is that? And then they'd start to get involved in asking questions about it. If you have nothing going on and you have like a little table tent that says mug club, people don't really care. They want to see some excitement. They want to see sort of like value. So we had probably 200 hooks that went around the bar, and we hung 200 clear mugs. And people would be, and then they start asking questions, what's up with all the mugs? And they would say, well, you can become a mug member. And in order to do that, you have to drink a certain amount of beers, all different beers. You check them off, and then eventually, after you've hit that threshold, then you become a member. And we'd have a T-shirt. They'd get a T-shirt for free, and then they also get their mug. So they get a mug, and then they could have it hand painted. We actually had an artist that could paint the mug, and or you could paint it yourself and do whatever you wanted. But you customized your mug, and then it would be hung up a certain number, and that would be your mug. So there was, the customers felt special. One, to accomplish drinking all those beers. And those beers were, I think we had probably 200 that they had to reach within a year. So when they hit that number, and that's a pretty high number, so you don't necessarily obviously have to go that high. When they hit it, that was an accomplishment. They were but so you don't want them to have it, do it in one sitting. That would be terrible. Anyway, when they did get there, they felt accomplished. They got their mug, and then their friends didn't have mugs, and so on. People would be coming in to become a mug member. And then we would also have, as another benefit, every month, we'd have this is a tongue twister, so we'd have the Monday's monthly mug members meeting. So that would be the first Monday of every month. We'd have that. What would that be? People would come in, all the members would come in, and they would give them the first fill for free, and then they'd also get some apps spread around, and we would just talk about beers and talk, I'd bring a beer rep in, and they would talk about the products, and it was quite a thing. We have big pictures every month, take a picture of the whole group, and then we post that on social media and so on. So it was a really event. It felt special. It was important to be in it. You could wear your shirt and have some special privileges and so on with that. So that's important. Like guests are coming out to learn, have an experience, to have a community, to have fun. They're not just coming out here to get a beer and a burger and take off, and then that was it. So it's important when you do something, do it fully, and then continue to adjust it and continue to add to it. Now, once a month, the Monday's monthly mug members meeting, tongue twister, was not profitable, but it was very important that we had that stuff. We'd probably break even, sometimes lose a little bit of money. But it was important that we had that community. The payback was that I would have customers coming in all year round. So for that little bit of money or a little bit of loss, it was worth every penny to be able to build that kind of community just in mug members. So I'm going to talk to you about how this person is doing their membership, which is, so they have a brewery, and they just started it, and they had custom mugs made out of ceramic. They had 75 made, and they said, on their website, which is, it's not necessarily that great, but it's not that engaging. They say mug member, read, listen, and then you could click here about the mug member. You click on the button, and you'd read about how to become a mug member. Now, obviously, right off the bat, these days, if I have to go that far into a website, I'm already out. I'm not already interested, and you just kind of get out. So the big selling feature is going to have to be at the location. That's where you sell it. You don't sell it on a website. But anyway, you click on the website, and it would say, again, I would hope to, be able to tell this brewery on actually how to, promote a mug members. So anyway, so when you click on it, it says, okay, so we have up to 1 through 75. You can pick a number, but it's going to cost you $125 to become a member annually. So every year, it costs you $125. When I did it, once you hit a mug member, you're a mug member for life. But this is $125 a year to be a mug member. And you don't even get the mug. So at the end of the expiration date, that mug goes, you can't take it home with you. You can't do anything. It just stays up. So basically, you have that mug on reserve for the year. I'm number 29, and you can use 29 for the year. So it's expensive. So right off the bat, it cost me $125 just to get in. And I'm in like I said. And so one of the perks they said is that there's going to be some benefits. Whatever parties. There's going to be some parties that they're going to be doing. And then and I don't even know. They don't even seem to have that on the website as far as what a party entails or what kind of special event happens. Excuse me. But they do say that it's a 20-ounce mug, and their glassware is 16 ounces, and for 16-ounce beer, it's like $9. So right here, you're getting an extra four, you're getting an extra 4 ounces from that beer. So if you're drinking out of that mug. But so I did some calculations. If they, essentially they'd have to do 50 additional beers to break even. So that means I got to go in 50 times with one beer and to break even on my 125, and I'm not really gaining anything. So for a customer, you just don't want them to work that hard. They don't want to. You want to show appreciation. You want to show excitement. You want to give them a reason to really come in there. And the main thing is to get traffic, to build a community, to get people to come in, to give them a reason, sort of the FOMO, the fear of missing out. You don't want them to feel like they're missing out. So right off the bat, I see this just not working because it's not really building things. It doesn't have continual growth. You can't continually grow it. At the end of the year, it goes back to zero. And that member that was there drinking all the time or coming in, hey, Joe, I know you remember last year, but, it's January 1st, and now you're no longer special to us. So back to square one, you want to pay $125 to get back into that thing that you didn't really do? I don't think so. But here's a really good one, and, I can't take credit for it, but I found it pretty brilliant. And there's a bar in New Bedford that does the Beer Summit, and it's in February. So this is an annual thing. People around the bar gets really excited about it. Patrons in the neighborhood get excited about it. And the Beer Summit is, they just have a beer card, beer card. This is a card. And it starts on February 1st, and it goes to the 28th. So 1 month, right? So they have 28 days essentially to accomplish this beer summit. And then, the beer summit, they just have to drink a certain amount of beers on that card. For some reason, I'm thinking there's like 20 to 28 beers. All different beers. They can't have, so they have to personally accomplish this. So at the end of that, if they accomplish the 28 beers, then they get a customized, it's actually a nice mug, and it's hand blown. It's a beautiful thing. So they get a mug, and then they become a monthly mug member. So they did 28 beers. They become a monthly mug member. It's an exciting thing. They fill up the restaurant for the month of February when it was normally slow, and just people coming in for the beer summit. They can bring in beer reps, the same thing as we did. And then at the end of the year, they do it again. So, but the customers get to keep this special mug. They're a member, and at the end of the year, it starts over. They take their mug home, and the restaurant gets another, however many. I think there's 100 mugs, so it's not for everybody. So you got the first 100 to finish it gets a mug, and then once they finish it, they get to take that mug home with them, or start over. So mug members, mug clubs are very, very, very profitable. They're very positive, and the main thing is not necessarily, making profit on the product. Obviously, we would do that because you're going to be selling a lot of product because the customers have to come back, and it's an incentive for them to actually come into your establishment and drink and enjoy. But the biggest part is you're developing community, you're developing a club, you're developing that kind of stuff, and you want to sort of really pay attention to that aspect of it. You want to make sure it's a club, okay? So don't half-ass it. I'd rather you not do anything than just do it half-ass. I always say you got to put the extra in front of ordinary to be extraordinary, and that's important. It's important to really kind of push it. You got to give the customers just a mind-blowing experience. That's what they're looking for nowadays. All right, so now we're going to go back and finish this up in front of my computer. I hope you understand anything. You can like, subscribe, do whatever you can. This is, like I said, I'm new at this whole video thing. I'm looking at my chair saying it's like, I don't know, it's 4 steps away. And hopefully I don't lose you in those 4 steps. There will be a transition. I'm going to shut these lights off. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to turn those lights on, and maybe I'll switch cameras. And so hopefully I don't lose you, and I'll see you over there. Thanks. Okay, here I am. Did I lose you? I hope I didn't lose you. That wasn't that far, but that's the Mug members. Um, like I said again, I'm powered by AE, which is Authentic Expression. I don't do any editing. You're in for the journey. Once you come in here, I'm going to give you my 100%, and I hope you can appreciate authenticity. You know, it's important, even as a customer, or I mean, not even as a customer. I'm sorry, as a restaurant owner. They're looking for authenticity. We don't have enough of it. You like my drill? I'm actually noticing my drill there, DeWalt. It's pretty, you know. So I'm a man of many talents. I've been doing all kinds of crazy stuff anyway, and I hope to share with them with you. It's like I said, this whole YouTube stuff, this whole video stuff, this whole digital world stuff is just so new to me. You know, I started out with black and white TVs on a pig farm, so this stuff is not that. So I don't know. Hope you like, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be trying to, I call myself an AI agent, and that's not. I mean, I'm studying artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Midjourney, all the things. I'm really putting my heart and soul into that kind of stuff, not because I like it, but because I think it's necessary. And I really want to be able to give it to you guys and say, this is a good tool for that, or this is a good tool for that. So I'm going to be trying to produce all kinds of, at least one video a week where you guys can sort of see how I apply AI, which is, it's not just artificial intelligence. That's a small piece of it. It is actually applying innovation. So we have to apply innovation now more than ever. So we got to give the guests an amazing experience. I always say, like, what does a guest feel at the very end? So when they actually get their guest check and it's in front of them and they're looking at it going, they scan down to sort of see if they got overcharged. But if they had an amazing experience, I wouldn't even think. They just look at the bottom, they see, okay, $250. That was great. $250. Here you go. Sign it. I'll be back next week, or whatever it is. Whatever that experience I had was wonderful. So $250 was worth every penny, and that's your goal. Your goal is for the guest to sit there and get that slip, write that check, and say, "Wow, I can't believe it was just that." So again, thank you very much for listening to my mumbo jumbo. I hope you like what you heard, and I hope to share a lot of my experiences with you from wins to losses and so on. So thanks, and I'll see you at the next video.